United is one of the largest airlines on the planet, and they intend to keep it that way, having committed to a record-breaking 100 Boeing 787 Dreamliners back in 2022, with an order for another 50 the following year. So, despite already operating 76 Dreamliners, they still got a 3-digit number more on order. It won't be long until they dethrone the current largest Boeing 787 operator, Japan's All Nippon Airways, and become the largest operator of the type themselves. With those newer 787s, United will replace its aging fleet of 767s and 777-200s. But while the Dreamliner will be the backbone of United's long-haul fleet going forward, there is one more type that'll stick around for a while longer: its flagship Boeing 777-300ERs. The type was acquired to replace the Boeing 747, and United took delivery of its 22 frames between 2016 and 2020. With less than a decade under the belt, those planes are slated to serve the carrier's busiest long-haul routes for years to come. And naturally, that means we gotta give them a try. So today, let me take you along a flight aboard United's Boeing 777-300ER on one of the airline's busiest and longest routes, from San Francisco down to Sydney, in regular economy class. I'm glad you've decided to join me on this trip, so let's get going. Aviation geeks and frequent flyers, welcome to this new episode of our flight review series Brutally Honest, where we take a close and detailed look at the products offered by airlines around the world. We are in the beautiful state of California this afternoon, heading down to Australia. And for that, United has a great offering, as they are the biggest North American carrier in terms of available seats down to Australia. Only Qantas beats them in terms of market share overall. To Oceania as a whole, United offers non-stop flights from San Francisco to Brisbane, Sydney, Melbourne, and starting December 2025 also to Adelaide, as well as to Auckland, seasonally to Christchurch, and to French Polynesia's Papeete. Additionally, United also flies from Los Angeles to Sydney and Melbourne, and in northern winter from Houston to Sydney. During those months, they also operate 2 San Francisco to Sydney flights on selected days, meaning they offer up to 4 daily flights to Sydney overall. Today is one of those days and will be on the later of the 2 flights from here to Sydney. We just returned our rental car and are now making our way to the terminal aboard the AirTrain. This little elevated people mover connects the airport's terminals with each other, as well as the car rental center, parking lots, and the airport's pricey on-site hotel. You may also opt to reach San Francisco International Airport using the Bay Area's commuter rail network, the BART, which stands for Bay Area Rapid Transit. The yellow and red lines originate here, offering a direct connection to San Francisco itself, as well as Oakland and the area north of it. Changing trains gets you to other parts of the Bay Area quite easily too, including to Oakland International Airport. Over there, you can see 3 different planes that we have reviewed in economy class on this channel already. The bland-looking Dreamliner in the foreground is a Boeing 787-8 of Zip Air, the new low-cost subsidiary of Japan Airlines, which we tested on a flight from Los Angeles to Tokyo Narita. Behind that, Korean Air's Boeing 777-300ER, which I have flown from my hometown of Vienna over to Seoul. And in the distance, an Airbus A350-1000 of Qatar Airways, which we featured on a flight from Los Angeles to Doha back in 2021. But a new video of this type is coming soon, where I tag along on the world's second longest flight from Auckland to Doha, which is actually the longest scheduled flight to offer a standard economy class. If you don't want to miss this video, or simply want to see more in-depth videos covering flights across the world with a focus on economy class, make sure you are subscribed to our channel. Most of United's international flights depart from Concourse G here at SFO, and after a fairly quick and easy check-in and security procedure, and me having got some work done over the past few hours, we are on the way to our gate now. At the very end of the concourse, there is a freely accessible open-air terrace, perfect for some plane spotting. This 777-300ER looks identical to ours and is about to depart to Melbourne after coming in this morning from there. To put into perspective how young United's 777-300ER fleet is, this Boeing 787-8 was built in 2014, making it older than all of them. This plane is being towed to the gate ahead of its flight down to Christchurch, and the 777 taxiing over there has just arrived from Newark and will depart towards Taipei around the same time we will. Our ride tonight is a Boeing 777-300ER registered November 2138 uniform and was delivered to United Airlines in 2017. The plane came in from Beijing this afternoon. Our flight operates in a codeshare with Air New Zealand. Both jet bridges available are in use for boarding tonight, with us economy folk entering the plane through door 2.
I'm good, how are you?
I'm good. What seat do we have today?
It's 46A.
You're going to end up going straight back on the right-hand side and welcome.
Thank you so much.
You're
Thank
welcome.
you, appreciate it.
This leads us through the rear section of Polaris, United's intercontinental business class. The 777-300ER is the type with the most business class seats installed in United's long-haul fleet, sporting a whopping 60 seats in a 1-2-1 configuration. Due to this fact, you might not only spot the plane on United's busiest routes, but also those with the most premium travelers. A great example is their route from Washington to Brussels, which sees their flagship mainly due to the high number of diplomats and government officials commuting between Washington and Brussels, where the EU and NATO are located, as well as those that connect onwards to numerous African countries on Brussels Airlines. We have featured United's Polaris cabin in a previous episode of Brutally Honest, albeit only on a flight from Los Angeles to Newark, but still worth a watch if you're curious. The plane is also equipped with 24 premium economy class seats, which United calls Premium Plus, featuring Collins Aerospace MIQ seats. Back here in regular coach, you'll find the first couple of rows offering additional legroom. The regular economy class section isn't too bad either though. Overall, 266 seats are fitted back here in a 3-4-3 configuration. These are Collins Aerospace Aspire seats, which come with headrests adjustable vertically as well as on the sides. Waiting on the seat for us is one of these neck pillows and a blanket. United has had these for a while now, and I don't really like them to be honest. They are too thin to be used as a neck pillow, and the single-use covers make them really scratchy. Being 180 centimeters tall, the legroom is fine. There is also a standard seatback pocket, but in contrast to many newer seats these days, doesn't come with extra pockets at the front. Above that, a standard tray table, again, something where newer planes often let you fold them out just partly. Our seat also comes with a personal entertainment touchscreen. Once again, where newer seats often let you adjust them, this one is fixed in place, and comparably small, but it'll do. At the bottom, the audio port and a USB-A port to charge small electronic devices. The seats are not fitted with coat hooks, which is a pity as I'm actually wearing a suit jacket for a change. Beneath the seats you will find universal power ports, 2 per each 3 seats. Overall, I'd say the cabin looks good. It's nice how United applied the brushed metal look you might have noticed in Polaris throughout the plane, even back here in economy. I really appreciate this design consistency. The small details like the white seams and the little United tag on each seat give the cabin a subtle bit of extra personality. Before departure, the crew also hands out sanitizing wipes and complimentary earbuds. The entertainment system also prepares you for what to expect on this flight, and having this overview always gives me a bit of additional comfort, removing that ambiguity around when they'll serve which meals or snacks.
We're going to be 47 minutes early, and they won't let us be 47 minutes early in Sydney. They have limited taxiways down there. So we are going to close the door on time, but we're going to wait here at the gate for 30-45 minutes before we can get a taxi slot to go out to fly down to Sydney. So you will see the time come and go. We will still have an on-time arrival into Sydney. Appreciate your patience, and it's just the way the schedule is working this time of year. It's less flight time. It's usually scheduled for 15 hours, and it's only 14:05 tonight. So we'll get you there on time. Appreciate you being with us. Thanks for flying Friendly Skies.
Welcome. We're excited to have you aboard, and we appreciate your attention as we demonstrate the safety features
After this little wait at the gate, we're finally off to Sydney. Lavatories on United's 777s are unremarkable. Everything you might need is here, including a sizable changing table. Not long after departure, the crew began serving dinner. Given our departure time of around midnight, I appreciate the speedy meal service. Two options were given, either a vegetarian cauliflower bolognese pasta with cheese, or halal butter chicken with rice, which is what I went with. In addition to the main course, our meal came with a barley salad, a cold bread roll with butter, as well as a mint chocolate cake for dessert. As for beverages, I simply chose sparkling water. That's my own little trick, as staying hydrated on long-haul flights is key to not feeling fatigued after arrival, but simply asking for water gets you a cup of water, while for sparkling water, US Airlines usually hand you a full can. But if you wish to indulge, the crew also proactively offered wine and beer, which is available at no extra charge on intercontinental flights, even in economy. And a standard assortment of sodas, juices, and hot beverages was offered too. The main dish was excellent. I still unpleasantly remember the dishes I was served when flying United from San Francisco to Tokyo back in 2021, what I consider some of the worst airplane food I have had throughout all of my travels. So being presented with a flavorful buttered chicken with a creamy tangy gravy and some fragrant steamed rice is really rewarding. A truly redeeming change for United. This was, honestly, a flawless main dish. The salad, bread roll, and dessert show that other key elements of the main meal service were there, but they were all fairly average and uninspiring. But our goal here at Simple Aviation is to not just give anecdotal insights into our journeys, but to provide you with expansive background information. And being on top of what's happening in the aviation industry, it didn't pass me that United's implementing some additional major improvements to its long-haul economy class catering as we speak. On transatlantic flights, United has already added a third meal option, meaning you can now choose between beef, chicken, and a vegetarian dish. And by early 2026 at the latest, these changes will be rolled out across the rest of their long-haul network as well, including down to Australia. In response to my inquiry, United has also told me that new and improved desserts will be launching this year, so out are the cheap prepackaged cakes. They will also introduce, quote, new breads alongside the main meal. And they'll start testing a little appetizer alongside the initial beverage service on their routes to Europe this summer, as well as improve their mid-flight and pre-arrival offerings and enhance the main meal side salads. Exciting developments at United for sure. The airline really seems to be moving from a rather mediocre one to one of the better choices for North American travelers. Since our flight wasn't full, I asked if I could give the other meal option a try as well, and since they did in fact have some of the pasta left over, here is the cheesy cauliflower bolognese. This one was quite good too. Not as tasty as the buttered chicken, but still a solid dish. And I always appreciate one of the options being vegetarian, so that's a plus in my books too. After the meal service, tea and coffee were offered. Got a cup of tea before going to sleep, and was handed to me alongside a small bottle of water, 8 ounces or around a quarter liter. Before we get some rest, let's have a look at what the Inflight Entertainment system has to offer. This is one area in which I would say North American airlines consistently do well in. United offers an extensive library of movies and TV shows to watch on demand, including entire miniseries such as HBO's The Last of Us, which is phenomenal, and on this flight to Sydney I also watched the entirety of Chernobyl, one of the best TV shows I got the chance to indulge in recent years. Another HBO show I watched as recently, not on the plane but on the ground, is their new medical drama The Pit. Damn, I do not get how HBO makes such consistently great shows, but I digress. The entertainment system also offers music and podcasts, as well as a dedicated channel to hear the plane's air traffic communication, which is super cool. Some games are available too, as is a simple 2D in-flight mapping application. Overall, a good system with a phenomenal selection, although this version of Panasonic's X3 entertainment system utilizes comparably small screens. United's 777 fleet is fitted with Ku-band Wi-Fi by Panasonic, which is available for purchase, and you can get an hour for $7, 2 for 11, or the entire flight for 24. Messaging apps can be used for free, but only for sending and receiving messages. Images, videos, files, and voice calls are disabled. A selection of movies and TV shows can also be streamed via the Wi-Fi. This can be useful if you dislike the small entertainment screen and prefer to use your own device alongside your own higher quality Bluetooth headphones. Another thing I really love about United is their app. I have not come across an airline with a better app. Not just does it work flawlessly, giving you many useful insights into your journey, it also includes a bunch of games, including this unexpectedly well-made flight simulator. Anyway, it's late, let's get some rest. Just as we were told before takeoff, there is a mid-flight snack. This always makes me nervous when shooting these videos because there is a good chance I would sleep through this snack service conducted in the dark. But luckily, I woke up just in time to show you. The crew handed out chicken, mozzarella, and arugula sandwiches, alongside some savory and sweet nibbles, and another beverage of your choice. Despite being served chilled, a decent sandwich. Other than that, the cruise of this flight was super smooth, very quiet, and surprisingly comfy for sleeping. Admittedly though, having had the entire row to myself helped a lot. And I just realized there is a way to turn the screen to a mode where it just shows that I want to be woken for a meal service. That'll make me sleep like a baby. Cups of water were available at the galley at all times, and crew members very regularly went through the cabin offering water. It felt like they came through around once an hour, which I highly appreciate. Before landing, a second meal service was offered, this time breakfast, with the choice being between scrambled eggs or waffles. I went with the scrambled eggs, which turned out to be the same dish I had on my flight from San Francisco to Tokyo back in 2021. If we compare the two meals side by side, you'll see the main dish option stayed the same, as did the cold croissant offered alongside it, and the little pack of butter and fresh fruit. What seems to be new on our flight now is the addition of strawberry jam, as well as a cup of peach-flavored Greek yogurt. Overall, an acceptable breakfast service. There's something here for everyone, and the main dish, which, still standing by my assertion that it's a bit dry, was edible. As we're starting our descent into Sydney, I have to say United is one of those airlines that's just fine. It's a reliable choice that's very consistent in what they deliver. They aren't the best, neither in the world nor in North America probably, but they are such a dependable airline, I would not hesitate to fly with them anyway. What they excel in is how they leverage technology to keep you informed about your journey. From their unmatched app, the information you get on the ground before the flight, and even once you're on board, there is very little ambiguity, and as a customer, I really appreciate those assurances. United has also made notable improvements when it comes to their catering already, and even more upgrades are on the way. I'm also thankful for how motivated and proactive the crew was on today's flight. With all those things in mind, I believe the airline is heading into the right direction and will be able to fill the thousands of new seats they'll be getting with their massive plane orders easily. With that, welcome to Australia. I hope you have enjoyed this video and that I was able to give you good insights into what you might expect from United. These videos have become a lot of work with all the research and the graphics that go into them, so having the financial support from so many amazing people out there is a blessing that helps us keep going. From the bottom of my heart, thank you for contributing to this channel. And if others are curious about supporting us as well, simply click on the join button beneath this video or on our channel page. Becoming what's called a channel member starts at just €2 per month, which is just €24 per year. And even that amount already helps us further invest time and money into our videos. But whether you are a channel member, a subscriber, or are simply stopping by for this one video, thank you very much for watching and coming along. While you are here already, why not check out this video where we crossed the Atlantic on JetBlue, an airline with an admittedly over-the-top economy class product that unfortunately is already seeing some major cutbacks.